Because I remember なんか私も自分に自信持てるようになんかいろいろ自信とかあんま持ってなかったし今も持てるようになったけど I'm still in the progress of feeling confident and one thing that Yuya told me is that なんかすごい自信持つために自己like self what you call those kind of books self improvement books なんか自己検診わかんない忘れちゃったけど、そういう本とかを頑張ってみて自分のモチベーションとか上げてったけど、ゆうやが言ってくれたなんかすごいいつも心に残ってるんだけど、答えは全部 it's inside you like you have なんか自分のアイデンティティとかその周りを見てどうだこうだってもちろん学ぶことすごい大切だけど本当の答えを心の中にあるってすごい言われたのが超印象的で、あの日から自分に問いかけるようになって、yeah, that was to me like I still remember that sometimes I go to the libraries and I still check all these kind of self-improvement books and I think that those are important but like what you said is like damn I gotta find it in myself and that's the
tips are good. I think it can help you grow habits, right? Like it's like wake up at a specific time, work out in the morning because there's chemical responses in your body when you work out, right? It makes you feel better. So those things, yeah, you can learn. But at the end of the day, it's still within yourself, right? You have to find, right? What is it that is stopping me from getting to where I'm at and not making me feel this way? It could be people you surround yourself with, or it could be what you're consuming, Netflix, music, people telling you this. You might have to block things out in order for you to be able to find, because there's a voice inside of you that's telling you all the right answers, but so much things on the outside is so loud you can't hear what's inside, right? You're blinded by all the things oh, take this pill to get skinny or do this to make more money, and it's so many things, but the real answer is within inside of you, right?
ね、それすごい大切にしてるかな。What else? How do you believe in yourself? How about that? I know this is because this is also based on my books, but I think I believe in this. But for me to believe in myself is to もう本当めんどくさいかもしれないし、it depends on the person. But やっぱ自分でちっちゃい目標を決めて、それをもう目標を決めてちゃんとやりこなすっていうのを繰り返し何回もやったら、those little steps will add to be believe in myself. I feel like I believe in that, but what about you?
Yeah, I think for myself, it's more of how I believe in myself is that I guess I've started to accept and appreciate failure. I hate losing. I never want to be a loser, but I think if I can take every single loss or failure and use that as a learning experience, that just makes me feel it's you think of a superpower, right? It's I'm already a superhuman kind of thing. If I lose, now I'm getting another skill set, right? Because I learned something from that mistake. So I'm getting more, right? Let's just say you're a 50 overall. Your player is only 50 overall. The goal is to get to 100, right? You make one mistake, but in that mistake you can add 3 points to your overall score. It's now you get 53 points. Another mistake, oh, you learned these 4 things not to do it again. Now you can do that. So it's I've learned that I'm not afraid of mistakes and failures now, and that's what allows me to grow in that sense, is because I go for it. If I don't get it, it's not because I can't do it. It's just that maybe the timing wasn't correct, or there was just one slight mistake I made, and I won't make that mistake again, kind of thing. And I think that's what kind of allows me. And what I usually do is, someone used to tell me this but figure out the goal, what's the end goal, and then reverse engineer. And then when you reverse engineer everything, you have a blueprint from A to Z. When you have a blueprint, you shouldn't fall. You shouldn't make a mistake because each step is telling you what, So having the big vision to make the small steps,
そうね。でもそのフェイリアを怖がんないっていうのはすごいと思う。I think a lot of people, including myself, すごい失敗すると恥ずかしいし失敗するの怖いし、そういう経験I think a lot of people don't want to even experience that just because the feelings but how you approach failure is very すごいね、なんかそういう like successful people の words みたい。successful ね。
Yeah.
ね、すごいな。かわいい。ちょっと映んないかも。かわいいよね。How do you stay consistent?
How do I stay consistent?
どうやったら自分でやるって決めたことが続くようになるのか。逆になんで途中で止めないとか。
I think it all starts in the beginning. You have to believe it. If you don't believe that it can work or you don't believe in yourself, you can't stay consistent to anything. Like, for a football player, the reason why they come to practice and they work out every day is because they believe they can reach the Division 1 or NFL, right? They do that because they stay consistent because they believe they can do this. The people that don't believe, you don't see them coming to practice. You don't see them doing that kind of stuff. Same thing with like investments and stuff like that. People don't believe it. They end up quitting, you know? I think it goes back to like the whole identity and your purpose thing. But like once you have that identity, you have that purpose, now you believe that what you're doing right now is what you're meant to do, that you have this confidence to just stay consistent. Because you know, everyone knows that consistency will always prevail and win. A person that can stay consistent in anything that they do will succeed 100%. But the problem is that people just can't stay consistent. Consistency could be 10 days or it could be 10 years. It's not based off how long or anything. It's just based off of what you do might take longer than what others might do. It just depends, right? But the thing is, as long as you stay consistent to it, that's what creates that success for you in anything that you do. And a lot of people just say, I don't have the time, this takes too long, this just doesn't work for me. When in reality, they just had to take one more step to be able to reach it. They were right here. And they just gave up literally right at the top because they're like, I just can't take this anymore. But all they had to do was take that one more step and just do it, you know? So I think that's the issue with a lot of people. But consistency is the key to anything that you do.
で最近私も思うようになってきた。ね、I can talk about like how like our Instagram and social media too. なんか別に今もすっごいフォロワーいるとかじゃないけど、だけどなんかその去年から TikTok とかそういうのを始めて。なんだろう、その時もまあどんどんフォロワー数とかいろいろ増えてたけど、なんだろう、その最近4月ぐらいからじゃあ1日こんくらい投稿しようねってなんか決めて、それをなんか忙しい日でもずっと続けたら今急になんかフォロワーとか増えていったり、エンゲージメントもすごい高かったり、そこからなんかね企業のオファーとかもいろいろ入ってくるようになって、やっぱなんだろう、しんどいけど続けるとか、なんだろう、じゃあこれやるって決めてそれ続けるってなるとそれなりの結果とかも生まれてね、すごい I believe それなんかそういうの経験するとconsistency、 日本語で綺麗な日本語あんまないと思うんだけど、なんか本当続けることの大切さはすごい感じました。
If you brush your teeth every single day, that's consistency. You wake up every day to go to work, that's consistency. Why can't you do it on something else, right? You guys want to be free, be an entrepreneur, but you can't do what you already do. Wake up early in the morning, go to work Monday through Saturday or Monday through Friday every day, brush your teeth every day. You just have to apply that habit and skill set into the other stuff. You know?
It's just the mindset. Like it's so hard, but it's pretty simple. It's
life is simple, but it's just not easy.
It's not
That's
easy.
just the quote.
Because even like brushing teeth, it's still your choice. You don't have to if you really don't want to. It's just,
but people know that. It's just part of their routine. It's a habit. You have to build habits, you know? And that's the thing is a lot of people have bad habits and it takes a long time to take away a bad habit and to create a new good habit, right? So I think that's the focus.
ねえ、なんか高校生とかこれ聞いてる高校生大学生でまだ働いてなくってでも将来はそうやって大学に行く意味わかんないとか、あと大学今行ってるけどなんか就職したくないな、もちろんなんか人生いろいろ考えて就職っていうのは自分に合ってない気がするとか、それ以外それこそ投資とかで生きていきたいとか海外旅行しながら生活していきたいみたいな人に What kind of advice would you give?
I guess it's more so it's like for me I just never really wanted to work for anybody. I think not everyone is meant to start their own thing, you know? You just have to understand that not everyone's going to be a business owner, an entrepreneur. In order for this economy or everything to work, there still has to be workers that work for these bigger companies. But it doesn't mean that if you're a worker, you can't do something on the side either too, you know? And I think now we live in a time where there's just so much opportunities. Anything can become a business now. And literally this thing is really your magic tool for a lot of different things, right? So I think it's one, just understanding that no matter where you're at, there is an opportunity, there is a path. And I think instead of thinking, I don't have the luck, I don't have the opportunities, the opportunity is there, right? Whether it's trading, whether it's investments, like there's just so many different things that you can do it, but you have to understand your personality, the risk you can take. But I don't believe it's a bad thing working for a 9-to-5 job, make money, and do these kind of things. For example, with trading, especially in Japan, is a perfect area. You can work from 9 to 5 and then literally 5 to 6 trade, and then also 10 to 11 trade as well too. There's so many different times you can do it. So there's no excuses, you know, at the end of the day. You can make your base salary and then learn and trade and make a side income. And once that side income makes you more than your base salary, that's when you can quit your base salary and then do something on your own. Not everyone is meant to create a business and an idea, right? So you just have to understand, at the end of the day, it's about finding your identity and your purpose, and then from there, deciding what you want to do.
そうね。ゆうやからもこれ教わったことだけど、やっぱり、高校生とか大学生とかあんまり仕事とか経験してないと、なんか自分何向いてんだろうとか、なんか何したいのかとか、あんまり経験数とかもないから判断しにくいけど、なんか even like もうドロップシッピングでも何でもいいから、like I think trying something そのもし仕事したくないのであれば、将来投資したいのであれば、なんだろう、ちっちゃい副業みたいなのやって、なんか副業ってどういうなんか体験するんだろうとか、どういうことしなきゃいけないんだろうとか、そういうことをいろいろしていくと、なんかやるからこそ分かること、こういうこと考えなきゃいけない、こういう集客方法あるんだとか、こういう広告出さなきゃいけないんだとか、いろいろそこで学んで、いずれその力がきっとなんだろう、大学卒業した時にじゃあ自分で何かビジネス立ち上げるってなった時にすごい役に立つと思うので、そういや、なんか高校生とか大学生、もちろん投資もなんかそれこそなんか投資家になりたいのであれば、とりあえず今日デモアカウント開いて、なんかもう調べながら一回トレードってデモアカウントだから適当にやってもいいし、でもそれでもなんだろう、こうやってお金って動いて、もしかしたらトレードでこうやってお金勝てるんだとか負けることもあるんだって、そう学んで、とりあえず I think 私がやんなかったからこそ like I didn't do much on high school university time, I didn't think あんまり考えなかったんだけど、今こうやって改めて思うと、その時にちょっとでももっと早く行動して考えて行動してやればよかったなと思うので、that would be my advice.
You just got to do it.
Yeah.
Like if you can decide, oh, I want to do that, do it. And then if it's not for you, then it's not for you. But you have to try to know if it's for you or not, you know?
Also, like, to me, like, なんか将来のことはもう後回しにしてた。To me, like, you know, I was just, oh, I'm gonna play tennis, とりあえずテニスとか、なんかとりあえず部活とか。And it's not like, もしプロのテニス選手になりたいとか、プロのホッケー選手になりたいだったら、that's a different story, because that's what you should be doing. But, なんかとりあえずなんか忙しいし、大学生はこういうことやんなきゃいけないとか、そういうマインドセットでなんか過ごしてて、それはそれで good experience だけど、なんかもっとなんだろう、自分がやりたいことはなんとなくあったけど、なんだろう、それをじゃあ本当にどうやってできるんだろうって諦めずに、ちゃんとしっかりなんだろうな、I should have like experimented、 もっと体験とか考えてやればよかったなとは思う。
I always have that quote. The best time to start was yesterday, but the second best time is now to start. So it's like you had your chance yesterday, you missed it, you can't do anything about it, but the next best time to start is actually now. So
that's nice.
It's literally, you just have to start now.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And then you find your way. I think by finding how to do something is what creates growth, right? So you want to just seek growth, and when you seek growth, progress and success will come.
Well, honestly, like talking about these kind of stuff, like me quitting field hockey, like that was so uncomfortable because you know, it was like something that I thought I need to keep doing, even though it's not like my. I think doing field hockey is good. I mean, you'll learn other skills, like not just field hockey, but like teammate communication and all that. And it was good for like, you know, 就活. But like my mindset was just like I just have to do it. But I didn't think of the deep reason, like why I should be doing field hockey. And you know, quitting, it's not like, oh, quit してこれやって I got successful とかじゃないけど、quit してたなんか嫌ななんか transition was helpful だと思う。
Will Smith, there was a video on YouTube where he jumped off and did skydive. He says the best things in life come on the other side of fear. So in order to actually find something you really love, it comes on the other side of fear. So what that means is sometimes you just gotta jump off and be scared and fall to really realize what really makes you happy, you know? And a lot of people are so afraid to jump off. They're like, oh, that looks too scary. I don't want to take that risk. But in reality, by you falling, it might make you go into a totally better place. And that's why people say when they skydive, come out of a plane, they get this whole new spiritual feeling within them because they're overcoming fears. I feel like when you overcome your fears, that's when you create so much growth, and that everything is tied to growth, right? You just have to understand that fear is just a mental thing. It's your mind telling you no, 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 no. When in reality, like, you can actually do it, right? So I think I was just born to be a risk taker, and that's my personality. That's why I'm not afraid of failure. And yes, I am afraid of few things, but that doesn't stop me from actually trying it, you know?